The Story of Chris and Sarah. Written and directed, produced by Chris O'Dell. Sound and lighting by Chris O'Dell. Pyrotechnics by Chris O'Dell. Special effects by George Lucas. Soundtrack by Chris O'Dell. Scene 1. Once, a long, long time ago, in the fabled land of Azusa, two travelers came to stay for a while. They planned to reside at Azusa Pacific University for the next 4 years, while dedicating time to the development of their hearts, minds, and social skills. One of these travelers was a young man named Chris.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Chris was very excited about his time in Azusa and was well known
Yay!
throughout all the
Hey, everybody!
land.
Hey, everybody! Hey, everybody!
Hey, Chris.
He was
Hey,
happy,
Chris. Hey, Chris.
friendly, and dashingly handsome.
Hey, how you doing?
However, this young boy had many lessons in store.
I know everything.
For while he was known by many, he was known well by very few.
I'm so lonely.
Another traveler to this place was Sarah.
Well, hello.
Sarah came from far, far away, all the way from Masai land on the other side of the world.
It's been
She
a long
fled
trip.
the dangers of lions and hippos to
Grr.
come to the safety of Azusa. Sarah was much more intelligent than Chris when she came to
Oh, I'm not
Azusa.
that smart.
She chose her friends carefully and was known for her kind and gentle spirit.
Not my friend. Not
Sarah,
my friend.
too,
You are
had
my
many
friend.
lessons to learn, though. Despite her confidence, grace, and radiant beauty,
Oh, I don't know.
adjusting to life in a new place would be very hard,
Americans
and
are crazy.
she would need help to get through it.
You people are nuts.
Scene 2. One day, a group of students decided to go to the snow.
Hey, do you want to go to the
play.
snow?
Yeah, let's go.
Sarah and
Yeah, that'd be
Erica had
fun.
not been to the snow in many years, so they decided to come along.
Yeah, you want to go to
And
the snow?
Chris
Yeah,
loves
that
to
could be
play in
lots
the
of
snow,
fun.
so he went as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go
They
too,
embarked
guys.
on a long and arduous journey into the mountains and finally reached the hill that suited their needs.
Wow, that was a long way. Yeah, seriously. Couldn't we take in a car?
Chris was playing in the snow,
Yippee!
and Sarah saw
Woo!
how amazingly
Oh,
talented he
backflip,
was and
front
wanted to
flip,
try
jump,
some of the things he was
arch my
doing. But the fun of snow
Maybe
play
I should
doesn't
try
come
that.
without considerable danger.
I think that could be fun. I'll try. Whoop, whoop, whoop! Ow! Ow, 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 ow!
Seeing this beautiful maiden in distress, Chris
Grr,
deftly bounded down the
grr.
hill and into the dangerous,
Don't worry, Sarah,
wolf-laden
I'm coming.
gorge that she had fallen
Grr,
into,
grr.
and in
Swung
one
by the
sweeping
branches
motion
of a
he
pine
tree, rescued Sarah from the danger at hand and slayed the hungry wolves.
Ah.
Hooray, I win!
Scene 3. A few months later, Sarah, in her gracious and humble manner, decided she wanted to cook something, as she was without kitchen for many months in her cramped dorm.
I think I want to go cook something.
She ninja'd her way into the secret evil RA kitchen, despite the great potential danger, and she began to cook.
Alright, I'm gonna cook this.
Walking
This looks
by.
like fun.
Chris heard a noise from inside the evil kitchen, and looking through a crack in the door, saw that fair damsel
Ooh.
working on
How you
her
doing?
hobby with
hey,
passion.
Hey, you're cooking.
With swift and silent movements, Chris maneuvered his way into the kitchen to join her.
Hey, how's it going?
Sarah asked Chris for a favor.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
I don't have a can
I don't
opener.
have a can
Could you
opener.
open
Could
this
you
can
open
of
this can of
blueberries for
blueberries
me?
for me?
Pulling out his blade of glory, Chris slayed the can of blueberries, providing the necessary nectar inside. Sarah, with just one small burner and no plates, pots, pans, or cooking utensils, made an entire Thanksgiving feast.
Oh,
She needed to cook the
Thanksgiving.
turkey, but didn't even have an oven, so she simply held it in her hands over the stove and rotated it slowly.
Doesn't that hurt you?
Chris was impressed.
No, that doesn't really hurt me at all. Wow.
Scene 4. The two were mutually impressed with each other
Hey, let's
and
hang out.
began
let's
to spend
hang out. That could be
considerable
fun.
time together.
You wanna go over here?
However, the leading
go over there.
rulers of the day issued a
Let's go over
decree saying that each and every person must return to his or her hometown to be registered for the census.
Oh
And with forlorn hearts and a morose
no!
demeanor,
I'm sad.
Chris and Sarah were torn from each other's company for 4 entire months.
Okay, I'll see you later. All
While
right,
apart,
goodbye.
they wallowed in tormenting nostalgia, counting down the hours until they were together again. Sarah had to return all the way to her hometown and faced great difficulties there, while Chris reclused into the mountains, where he spent his days protecting children from dangerous mountain beasts.
Yeah, children. I'll eat you, child eater.
Scene 5.
Final act.
The 4 months passed slowly. But finally, they were back together again in Azusa, and Chris and Sarah were overjoyed to be in each other's company.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah,
the following 9 months were filled with nothing but joy, happiness, and wonderful adventures together.
Let's go this
They
way.
began to grow close, and were soon seen as an inseparable duo.
Hey, it's Chris and Sarah! Hey, it's Chris and Sarah!
Out of devotion and a newly blossoming deep love, Chris returned all the way to Masa Land with Sarah, where he joined her in the fight against the evil beasts that roamed the earth there.
I'm Christopher!
Together they were able to achieve victory, where alone they would have failed.
Hey, hooray!
And from then on they vowed to spend their entire lives together, combating the forces of evil, and welcoming the company of good with delicious food and beautiful music wherever they went.
La 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 la.
And so, from 2 lonely travelers moving to one small province of the western frontier,
we're friends.
came a love that all history will remember.
I'd rather enjoy your company. You're nice, Chris.
This day, the 14th day of the month of February of the year 2008,
Hey, that's Valentine's Day.
Shall go down in history as the first written record of this true tale.
Yep.
A tale that surely will stand the test of time.
Wow.
And will weave its thread of truth, glory, grace, beauty, and love through the fabric of history.
Well, this guy talks.
It is the epic tale, the wonderful tale,
Hooray!
the eternal tale.
Chris, why are we swinging?
Chris and Sarah Ode.
Hooray! Yay! Hooray! Yay! Woo! The end.
No wolves, dangerous beasts, children, or berries were injured in the making of this film.